Hello students, welcome to the third part of the chapter Weather, Climate and Adaptation. Let's start today's session. In the previous part we have discussed about the geographical factors which are affecting the climate of a place, and the first point we have discussed, that is the latitude or distance from the equator. Now we will be starting with the second point, that is distance from the sea. How this distance from the sea is affecting the climate of a place. The climate of a place is also affected by its distance from the sea, and the coastal areas being close to the sea have moderate climate and the weather remains almost unchanged throughout the year. It means that the places which are close to the sea, they have a moderate type of climate and the weather do not change at all, and it remains same throughout the year. But as we move inland away from the sea, that is if we are moving towards the continent part, the temperature shows drastic changes during summer and winter. Means if we move away from the sea towards the continent side, we will experience very hot and humid kind of weather during the summer seasons and very chilled kind of climate during the winter season. The central parts of the continents are dry and hot in summers, and they are very extremely cold in winters. So summers are hot and winters are extremely cold type of climate if the distance from the sea is different. Moving on to the next point that affects the climate of a place is the humidity and rainfall. Climate is also influenced by the amount of rainfall. Means the climate of a place is affected how much rainfall it receives. The amount of rainfall depends upon the closeness to sea and the direction of wind. Means if the place is near to the sea, it will experience more rain, and it also depends on the direction of the wind. In what direction the wind is flowing, that decides how much the rainfall is being received by the place. For example, winds blowing from sea brings rain, and winds coming from the land are dry and cause bright sunny days. Now mountains are also responsible for rainfall. When moisture laden winds, means the winds which are full of moisture are coming from the oceans, they hit the mountains and they pour rain. Means when the moisture laden winds, they strikes the mountain, and the place over there will receive the heavy amount of rainfall. So this is how the climate of a place is affected by the humidity and rainfall. The next factor that affect the climate of a place is the altitude or height above the sea level. Children, as we go higher from the sea level, the temperature gradually comes down. You must have experienced the difference in the temperature between the plains and the hill stations. The plains are having the high temperatures, whereas the hill stations are having the low temperatures. You can see snow-covered mountain ranges at very high altitude, and you can see the mountains which are covered with the snow at the hills in hill stations. Mountains also receive more rainfall than low-lying areas because at low temperature water vapor condenses and comes down as rains. So the places which are situated at higher altitude, they receives rainfall in the form of snow, and the places which are at the sea level or the plains, they receives the rain. Depending on this is how the climate is affected by the altitude. Now there are certain human activities which also affect the climate of a plain, and some of them are over here: the large scale felling of trees and depletion of forest, that is deforestation. Second is transportation, industrialization and refrigeration. All these activities are adding carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Means like the transportation, industrialization and refrigeration, these are the activities of human which lead to the increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and which increases the greenhouse effect also. And this is a threat to increase in the atmospheric temperature and change in climate. If the temperature of the earth changes, it brings about the changes in the climate also. Now we will study about the adaptations in animals to different climates. Means we will study how the different types of animals living in different regions, like the tropical region, the temperate region, the frigid zones, the animals living in these places, how they have adapted themselves to the change in the climate, how they are able to survive in those different climatic conditions. Animals living in different climatic regions show changes in their structure, behavior, and even in their physiology. Physiology means the basic life functions of the body, like respiration, nutrition, excretion, etc., so that they can withstand and survive the extremes of climatic conditions. Means the animals living in the different regions, they have make changes in their structures and the behaviors and their physiology, which make them able to survive in the different type of climatic conditions. The features and habits that enable animals to survive and live successfully in their surroundings are called adaptations. How the animal has adjust itself according to the climatic conditions, that is called as adaptation. With this, we come to the end of today's session. The rest of the topics will be completed in next parts. Thank you.